hustle on the mission. Grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustle on the mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.
Yeah. What poppin' though? What's good? I am Capital, Mr. Create a Positive Impact today and later. Fuck them haters, get your paper straight like that. Home Inc. TV, we in the lit house. Whatever you do, make sure you keep the light within you shining bright. You feel me? Fuck that shade. Get paid. You feel me? Nah, for real though. And we're back with another R&R moment. Yeah, R&R moment. So get you some rest and relaxation with a real nigga reaction right now. You feel it? Straight like that. We getting back into it. I'm back. We back. You back. You know what I'm saying? And if you back, you know, support the hustle. You feel me? Support the hustle. Especially if you a hustler. Straight like that. And we getting into this this reaction. Here is the real nigga reaction of Diddy Combs trial. Kanye West denied explosive assistant testimony. I was supposed to put some goddamn question marks after that, wasn't I? But that was already a long title. I don't give a fuck about that. But we finna get into the real nigga reaction. You know what I'm saying? See if it's worthy enough of putting on allegedly news. I'm not sure yet. But after this, I'm probably gonna get on the game. I'm probably gonna do 2K life or something. I don't know. Probably not. There's a lot of shit going on in the world. I've been in my bubble. I might need to catch up, huh? Fuck it, we catching up. I need get my clips together, but Opus been tripping. A lot of these motherfucking tech sites been twirling me. But that's another day. We'll get into that later. Anyway, let's get to this right here. Another real nigga reaction right here. Home Inc. TV, we in a lit house. Let the light within you shine bright. Fuck the shade. Get paid. You feel me? Nah, for real. Fuck the shade.
So today you had Kanye West walkthrough, but we got a different source today for the transcripts, if you will. Let's go. So something happened with Inner City Press. So we're going to go to Joel Manzi, and she does a terrific job. I think we're just going to come to her and use her stuff. So shout out to her. Give her a follow on Twitter, aka X, if you can. This morning, defense and prosecutors clashed over the next witness, a special agent who joined the March 2024 search of Sean Combs' LA home and was set to testify about guns found in the security room. Wait, what? The defense stated that only the agent who first found the gun should testify. Prosecutors argued that it was unclear who was there, since agents clearing the home didn't log who found what before the search team took over. The defense argued that the guns were securely kept by a pro-security team. The judge finally agreed that the agent could testify about the gun safe in the security room. The defense could challenge him on cross, which I believe they will. The issue about juror number 6 has finally been settled. The issue had to do with his place of residence. Combs agreed not to raise the juror issue in any future appeal. He confirmed it in court, saying, "Waiving, Your Honor," and gave a wave to the judge. Jury enters. Judge: apologies for the delayed start. Comey: we're submitting the following sealed exhibits in accordance with the court's pseudonym order: E331BR, C, FR, HR, and others. AUSA. Before bringing in the witness, we'd like to introduce some text messages related to Christine Coram, Here's what they say. Puff Music Phone 2. Make sure Robin pays her rent. KK. Robin said her rent was paid. AUSA. These texts were sent from a phone linked to Damian Butler near Newark Airport. Here's another message. 3 of my doors are broken. This is crazy. D-Rock. He's coming to the house. He just texted me. I don't think leaving your place is a good idea. That won't help. Message. He has a key. I don't feel safe. AUSA reads. The key has a blue fuzzy tail. Just take it. D-Rock. I'm at the house. Puff is here. You know I can't take your keys from him. Judge. Thank you. The government may now call its next witness. AUSA. The government calls Special Agent Andre Lamont. Witness centers. AUSA. What's your job? Agent Lamont. I work at HSI in Los Angeles, specializing in human trafficking. AUSA. Do you carry out search warrants? Lamont. Yes. I've done around 50 or 60. AUSA. Did you search 200 South Mapleton Drive in Los Angeles? Lamont. Yes. At the request of HSI New York, we executed the warrant. AUSA. Let's show this exhibit. 200 South Mapleton Drive. What are these extra buildings? Lamont. That's a sauna and a recording studio. AUSA. Were all the rooms searched? Lamont. Yes. Seized items and were logged into our case system. AUSA. Move on to admit the exhibits. Agnifilo. Objection. Sidebar. Sidebar over. Judge. The exhibits are admitted. AUSA. What are these? Lamont. Floor plans of the property. AUSA. How do you know they're accurate? Lamont. I was there in person. AUSA. How many manila envelopes did you find in the nightstand? Lamont. 6. AUSA. What was written on them? Lamont. Just the letter K. AUSA. Please show the stipulation. Testing showed that the envelope labeled K, marked with a shamrock, contained ketamine. AUSA. Was there a safe in the closet? Lamont. Yes, a gray one, visible in the photo. AUSA. What was inside? Lamont. Combs' passport and a plastic bag with unknown substances. AUSA. According to the stipulation, paragraphs 15 through 16, the brown pebbles tested positive for MDMA. AUSA. What was in the bag? Lamont. Johnson & Johnson baby oil, Astroglide, and lingerie. Lamont. In the bathroom in the garage. AUSA. Let's show the photos. Photo of a bookcase filled with baby oil. Photo of a drawer full of Astroglide. Boxes marked Astroglide, about 2 dozen. AUSA. Where were these boxes? Lamont. In the garage. AUSA. Approximately how many bottles of baby oil were found? Lamont. Around 200.
200.
So, yeah. The baby oil story was true. AUSA. And Astroglide. Lamont. About 900 bottles. God dang. AUSA. Let's move on to the firearms found. What are these? Lamont. A Ruger, Glock pistol, and several AR-15 style rifles. AUSA. What's this in the photo? Lamont. A Smith & Wesson rifle on a chair next to a 30-round magazine. Lamont. There was also a 5.11 bag. AUSA. What was in it? Lamont. Rifles and a Mossberg shotgun. AUSA. In this? Lamont. A 60-round drum magazine with 59 rounds of green tip ammo. AUSA. What's special about green tip ammo? Lamont. It's armor piercing. AUSA. Please check the firearms in the cart beside you. Lamont examines them. The serial numbers matched our records were available.
Bitches gonna
AUSA.
go.
Were any
Green
firearms
gonna-
missing serial numbers? Lamont. Yes. One long gun. AUSA. How is that usually done? Lamont. With the machine. The metal was smooth, not scratched. AUSA. No further questions. Judge. Mr. Agnifilo. Agnifilo. You're aware Mr. Combs has private security, correct? Lamont. Yes. Agnifilo. And all firearms and ammo were found in the security office? Lamont. Correct? Agnifilo. No guns were found in the children's bedroom? Lamont. None. Agnifilo. Was the security office locked when you arrived? Lamont. No. Agnifilo. But do you know if it normally stays locked? Did it have a lock? Lamar. It had a knob. Whether it locks, I'm not sure. AUSA. Do you have any reason to believe the safe was already open? I think they meant to say Agnifilo, but whatever. Lamar. No. Agnifilo. Mr. Lamar, when your team arrived at Mr. Combs' residence, who entered the home first? Lamar. A special response team went in ahead of us. Agnifilo. And what was the purpose of the team's entry? Lamar. The sole purpose.
You know what? If my team was together, I had them like script read this bitch. I set shut up and take all the transcripts from this nigga shit. Cause this is content. You take that shit out, how the people reading they lines, how they certain people understand with the judge. Like you need about a good 10 people. You need a good solid 6. And a location. Solid 6 people in a location to pull that bitch off. Cause people could play different roles of different people and shit. But you could you could do that shit. If I fuck with niggas like that, I probably try to put that shit together and do shit like that. But nah, I just get out. Whoever motherfucker want to run around
was to clear the property in order to make sure.
Stop me out when you do it.
For the rest of us to enter,
they
look for people, and if they encounter weapons, they secure them. Agnifilo. So that team wasn't there to gather evidence or take photographs. Lamar. No, they typically do not take photos. Their job is strictly safety and security. Agnifilo. Just to be clear, you weren't present when the firearms were first found? Lamar. No, I wasn't. Agnifilo. You also don't know whether that safe was locked when agents first found it? Lamar. No, I don't. Agnifilo. What about the security room where the guns were later documented? Do you know if the door to that room was locked when agents arrived?
No, I don't.
I don't know if it was locked by then. It wasn't locked when I entered, but I can't speak to the condition of that before. Damn.
Saying too much.
Pretty good. No. Crossing it. And Dre went on break. Kanye West entered the courthouse and was directed to the overflow room.
Back up.
Illuminati attack on Diddy.
Take it, brother.
Hi, I'm John Densmore. I'm the instructor for the UCF Split Stack Software Development Program.
I got a clip of Kanye walking out the courtroom. We're going to put some...
AUSA Comey. Your Honor, I need to raise a concern regarding Mr. Combs' conduct during cross-examination. While defense questioned Special Agent Lamont, Mr. Combs was nodding emphatically. He did the same thing earlier this week during Jane's testimony. Judge, was he looking at the jury while doing this? AUSA, even if he wasn't looking directly at the jury, the gestures were clear and deliberate. It's the kind of behavior that can be perceived as trying to influence them. Still, Mr. Combs has not been looking at the jury. He's been composed and professional throughout the proceedings. He has done nothing inappropriately today or any other day, frankly, Judge. I remember we discussed this last week. I saw him nod towards the jury, and both sides agreed to set clear expectations for their teams. That said, a level of reaction is natural. People respond to testimony. Judge, it's not possible to police every glance or gesture in the courtroom. However, let me reiterate, no one, and I mean no one, should be attempting to influence the jury. That includes gestures. Combs nods silently in acknowledgement. Comey, just to be clear, I'm not asking for a curative instruction or that Mr. Combs be removed. I just believe it's inappropriate for him to nod so emphatically, especially when the witness is simply responding yes or no. With crossover, the next witness was called Jonathan Perez. The assistant Jane mentioned several times in their testimony.
It could be a nervous reaction.
Mr. Perez, let's talk about your time as Mr. Combs' assistant. You worked for him from 2021 to 2024, correct? Jonathan Perez, that's correct. AUSA, and a part of your responsibilities included setting up what was referred to as King Nights? Jonathan, yes, myself and other assistants would prepare hotel rooms for him sometimes with candles, clothes, things like that. AUSA, I'm showing you a message from August 12, 2023. You sent this to Mr. Combs and Jane. Can you read what you wrote? J. Perez, I just left 2 candles in room phone in front of room door. I'm only 9 minutes away if y'all need anything. AUSA, you also communicated with Christina Corum, then Mr. Combs' chief of staff, correct? Perez, yes. AUSA, in that conversation, she asked if the hotel room was ready. What did you respond? Perez, I told her I was going to the store to get outfits for Jane. AUSA, let's look at another message. This one from May 2023. Ms. Corum asks how cleanup was going after a hotel night. Do you recall what the assistant replied? Perez, slipped and fell twice. AUSA, let's move on to a separate incident, one involving a video. You testified that you were at Mr. Combs' Los Angeles home when his videographer discovered a video? Perez, yes. It showed Jane and another man having sex. It was on an iPad that we, the staff, usually used. Oh, okay. AUSA, was Mr. Combs visible in that video? Perez, yes, he was in the background. AUSA, what did you do when you saw it? Perez, I took the iPad and told both Mr. Combs and Ms. Corum about it separately. AUSA, how did Mr. Combs react? Perez, he seemed surprised, genuinely. AUSA, and what was Ms. Corum's response? Perez, she told me that next time I should give the footage directly. I should give the footage to her directly and she'd handle it. AUSA, about 6 months later, did she bring the video up again? Perez, yes. She asked me questions about how the video was found. Perez, she said she got a call from someone outside the company, someone talking about the video. AUSA, do you know that conversation was being recorded? Perez, no, I had no idea I was being recorded. AUSA, the jury has now heard that recording recovered from Ms. Corum's phone during 2024 seizure. Is everything you just told us consistent with that recording? Perez, yes. AUSA, Mr. Perez, what was the reaction of the videographer? Jonathan, Perez, started screaming and freaking out. A shot. Break. They're back. AUSA Schmeiser, Mr. Perez, you were required to testify by subpoena, and do you currently have an immunity deal in place? Perez, yes. AUSA, I'm showing you an item. Can you identify it? Perez, that's Mr. Combs' Gucci pouch. Schmeiser, what was typically kept inside the pouch? Perez, it usually held cash and drugs. Schmeiser, let's move to some text messages. Who are these between? Perez, between me and Rob. Schmeiser, Rob text you? Will you locate his Gucci pouch in his bathroom? What was your response? Perez, I replied, there was no residue, and I didn't steal any Adderall. LOL. Schmeiser, what was Addy referring to? Perez, Adderall. AUSA, as part of your job, were you ever involved in getting these drugs? Ooh. Perez, yes, a few times. I either bought them or picked them up from someone. AUSA, who were the drugs for? Perez, they were for Mr. Combs. AUSA, and which drugs specifically? Perez, cocaine, Xanax, and Molly. Schmeiser, how did you pay for them? Perez, with cash. Schmeiser, where did you get the money? Perez, either security or from the Gucci pouch. Schmeiser, do you remember who in the security gave you?
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most incredible real estate strategies that's the most passive and creates
the money?
How did you get the money?
Perez, yes, Fahim. AUSA, let's take a look at this next message. What did you write here? Perez, I said I was still waiting for money from TriStar, which manages Mr. Combs' business affairs. AUSA, who at TriStar did you usually deal with? Perez, Robin Greenhill. AUSA, did Mr. Combs FaceTime you from Jane's house at any point? Perez, yes, he did. I had dropped him off at Jane's house along with some of his personal items. A couple of hours later, he called me. AUSA, how did he come across during the video call? Perez, he seemed irritated and upset. AUSA, were you able to see Jane's face during the call? Perez, no, she was turned away from the camera. AUSA, what did he ask you during the call? Perez, he wanted me to confirm if another woman joined us on a recent trip. I told him no. AUSA, was that true? Perez, yes, it wasn't another woman. AUSA, how did you handle yourself during the FaceTime? Perez, I acted pretty normally as far as I can tell. AUSA, what action did you take? Perez, I informed Fahim and KK that Mr. Combs was having an argument with a guest, and I plan to go pick him up. AUSA, what are we looking at here? Perez, it's a message thread between me, Fahim, and Mr. Combs dated June 2024. Perez, I wrote that I needed money urgently for his guest. AUSA, did you know what the money was intended for? Perez, no, I wasn't told. AUSA, why did you eventually stop working for Mr. Combs? Perez, because I didn't want to end up in a situation like this. AUSA, how do you feel about Mr. Combs today? Perez, I still feel very positively toward him. No different than when I worked for him. AUSA, no further questions. Judge asks for cross-examination. Combs still is on the cross. I hope still kill this one because, bruh, the feds is cooking right now. They just basically got drug trafficking in Rico in right now. Judge, Mr. Still? Still. Mr. Perez, would you say Mr. Combs is someone who inspires and motivates others? Perez, yes, he is. Still. Have you ever seen Mr. Combs cry? Give me a moment. Your Honor, may I present a book to the witness? Judge, you may proceed. Still. This is from the 3600 Materials Exhibit 3605. Take a look, Perez. I can't recall if he was crying, but this does bring back a memory of him being upset. Still. Please look again. Perez, it doesn't refresh my memory. Still, understood. Earlier, you said there was a lot going on. Do you recall the searches that happened in March? Perez, yes. Still, you saw the coverage in the news. Perez, I did. Still, have you ever been in a bedroom at two-star residence? Perez, yes, I have. Still, you ever come across any firearms there? Perez, no. Still, did you ever see Mr. Combs personally with any weapons? Perez, never. The only people I saw with guns were members of the security team. Still, that's because Mr. Combs is a high-profile individual. Perez, yes. Still, Mr. Combs is someone who holds respect across various industries, isn't he? And you'll say, objection. You should have been objected before. Still, let me rephrase. You work with other celebrities besides Mr. Combs. Perez, yes. Still, it is very common for them to have private security as well, correct? Perez, yes. Still, you mentioned Jane earlier. Did she treat you well? Perez, yes, she was kind to me. Still, you once described King Nights as Mr. Combs' personal time, didn't you? Perez, I did. Still, Mr. Combs is known to work long, demanding hours, right? Perez, yes, that's true. Still, since you worked from his residences, would you agree that sometimes his business life and personal life overlap? Perez, yes. Still, so when you helped arrange the King Night, would you consider that a part of your job or something more personal? Perez, it was personal. All right, still, okay. Still, and on occasions when you were asked to get drugs, not that it happened frequently, that was also something done for his personal use, not business related, correct? Perez, yes. Still, purchasing lingerie for Jane, that too fell under personal errands? Perez, yes. Still, did Jane ever seem unwilling to take part in the King Nights? AUSA, objection, judge, overruled. You may answer. Perez, she always appeared willing. Still, when it came to the small quantity of drugs, this was strictly for personal use. Y'all still gonna sneak something in there. Objection, sustained. Still, Mr. Perez, let's go back to your early testimony. You mentioned that a staff member found a video on an iPad at Mr. Combs' home in Los Angeles. This video showed Jane and another man in a sexual situation, correct? Perez, yes, that's correct. Still, was the main concern about the fact that such a private, intimate video was found on a company-issued work iPad? Perez, yes, exactly. Still, now, let's talk about your duties while working with Mr. Combs. Roughly, how much of your time was spent handling personal tasks? Perez, probably about 1% was personal. Still, did Mr. Combs ever need your help connecting to Bluetooth? Perez, yes. Still, would you say he wasn't very tech savvy? Perez, That's right. Still, he was working intensely on the album at the time, correct? Perez, yes. Still, you said he and Christina Coram were close. Are you implying there was a romantic or sexual relationship? Perez, no, I'm not suggesting that. Still, the disagreement you saw between Combs and Jane on FaceTime, it was a verbal, not physical, right? Perez, yeah, just verbal from what I saw, still. And you later learned it was about jealousy. Perez, yes, still. Jane was quite jealous. AUSA. Objection, Judge sustained. Still. Are you and Jane around the same age? Perez, yes, still. Would you describe Jane as a strong, independent person? Perez, yes, still. Once you made purchases at adult stores using company credit card? Perez, I did. Still. But you don't know if Mr. Combs actually paid for them. Perez, correct. I don't. Still. The hotel room was booked under your name and you were the one who had to go in and prepare it? Perez, yes. Still. Because if it had been under Mr. Combs' name, it could have drawn attention to triggered hotel cameras, right? Perez, right? Still. Your Honor, we'd like to submit this exhibit. AUSA. Objection, Judge. Do we need to discuss the bench? AUSA. There are several objections. A sidebar might be appropriate, Your Honor. Judge, very well. Let's proceed with a sidebar. Sidebar begins. They're back. Still, Mr. Perez, earlier you testified that you sometimes use the company credit card to purchase personal items for Mr. Combs, specifically outfits for Jane from sex stores. Is that correct? Perez, yes, that's correct. Still. And were you aware whether those charges were eventually paid with company funds or from Mr. Combs' personal account? Perez, no. I don't know where they were paid off. I wasn't involved in that part. Still. Shows the jury a series of text messages. Mr. Perez, these messages were between you and Jane during your time working for Mr. Combs. Do you recognize these? Perez, yes, I do. Still. The messages span different points in your employment, correct? Perez, that's right. Still. In some of them, you and Jane are planning for what you describe as king nights, packing items like underwear. Perez, yes, still. And in others, she's asking you to handle various tasks for her or for Mr. Combs. Perez, correct. Still, based on the tone of these messages, would you say Jane seemed upset? Perez, no, she didn't seem upset in any of them. Still, no further questions.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm calling to report a missing person.
Who's the person in question?
Me. Let's play a game.
Judge, redirect. Madison Smizer. Yes, Your Honor. Perez. When you were asked to get items for Jane, was that part of your job? Perez. Yes. And just to clarify, was your official title personal assistant or business assistant? Perez. Personal assistant. AUSA. So part of your responsibilities included doing personal tasks for Mr. Combs, like writing cards, buying gifts, flowers for his girlfriend? Perez. That's correct. AUSA, you previously testified that you spent about 1% of your time on personal matters for Mr. Combs. Is that right? Perez, yes. AUSA, did Christina Coram, Mr. Combs' chief of staff at the time, direct you to set up these king nights? Perez, she did. AUSA, and to be clear, were you volunteering to do this? Perez, no, it was part of my job. AUSA, did you ever set up king night while on vacation? Perez, never. AUSA, no further questions. Judge dismisses jurors and reminds them not to research or discuss the case. Yes, that's it. This right here, this is how a RICO typically goes in the business. So I want y'all to understand, this right here is how a RICO goes in business. What do you mean, Nash? What are you talking about? Well, let's do something so simple. Your employers can't hire you and then tell you to go out and buy drugs. That's illegal. That's what they're accusing. It doesn't matter if it's personal or anything like that or any of that crap. Now, should he have done it? Hell nah. He should have said no from there.
Using a
but the fact of the matter is, it's that type of stuff right there that the feds are looking for. That's why you seen Steele say such a small amount and all this crap. Nah, Brian Steele, that one right there, this looks very, very bad. This right here, it's not going to get the publicity it should. But this right here is one of those nails in the coffin type of things, because Some people are going to say, well, Nash, it's just buying drugs and it was just whatever. Still says a small amount. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of that crap matters. He was hired to do this stuff. You can't do that. That's illegal. So I don't know how the redirect gonna go, but they better come with some things because, bro, it's looking like Diddy as far as the drug trafficking stuff go.
He gonna do that, motherfucking 15.
That's gonna be a solid. All they need is two charges to prove a RICO. That's it. The first ever one-man RICO we've ever seen is right here. And I'm gonna be fair, square, obvious, and honest. It don't look good right now. It looks bad. It looks horrible. This is one of those things where if you're biased towards Diddy, I get it. But if you're not biased, you're going, damn, bro. They killed it today.
That's fucked up.
The prosecution did.
It's fucked up. Get up out of here, bro. It's fucked up, bro. He up out of here just like Kels. But see, Kels got some shit where they manipulate some shit to turn him against, so Kels might be getting that. Kels might be coming home on an appeal. And they trying to kill his ass. They conspired to kill the prison guard, try to get killed. Seen that shit? They tried to get R. Kelly killed up there. They tried to get a nigga that's on his deathbed that they already tried to kill. They tried to kill that nigga a couple of years ago. They tried to set him up to get killed. They said, man, you on your deathbed, man. You kill R. Kelly, man, we'll help break you out this bed. You know how the New Orleans dude said them people let him out because the shit was fucked up. He ain't break out, they let him out. All right.
Now, do I really think?
Anyway, yeah, that's it for this. That's it for that. That's it for that. They done did it dirty. But Tupac told you niggas way in the beginning about all these niggas, and they gonna, and once they seal the shit on Diddy, you already know who they say next. Tupac told you about all these niggas long time ago. Tupac told you about Trump. He told you about Diddy. He probably did say something about R. Kelly. He told niggas about a lot of motherfuckers in the industry. But anyway, that's why he had to get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? They tried to get him up out of here. Y'all think Tupac dead for real? I don't know, man. I don't believe that shit. But anyway, Home Ink TV, hustlers on a mission every day, whatever you do. Do it capital and create a positive impact today and later. Fuck them haters, get your paper straight like that. We in the lit house. Whatever you do, make sure you keep the light within you shining bright, you feel me? Fuck the shade, get paid. You know what I'm saying? By any means. And never forget, this is another R&R moment. Real nigga reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me. We're keeping it consistent. We're going to do it capital every day around this bit. You feel me? Never forget, real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Hoe ass niggas going to talk about it. And fuck niggas going to hate regardless. I promise you that.
Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission. Grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. Sticking to my vision on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365 until I reach the heaven.